Hey Capricorn, it's Mara Bird. How are you? Welcome to Daughter of Wind Tarot, and welcome to your money spread. Yeah, I've just been trying to keep up with everything. As far as work, just try and stay on top of just a couple of videos at a time. I haven't been able to really get ahead, which is a-okay. I just kind of have to work with myself and getting better and feeling better so I can go back to the real life work, so that I can make enough money so I can stop doing this so that I can give you most of my time. That's the goal. All right, Cappies. So we are doing part of me. I'm still getting up to par. Even though I wanted to be at work today, it's obvious I didn't need to be there. I'm here at work. But I didn't need to be there today, so it's becoming painfully obvious to me it was a good decision. Okay, current financial position. Let's go ahead and get an animal energy from Kim Crayons. Oh. Current financial. Wow, okay, we've got Tiger. Tigress. Very defensive. I like it. Very protective. Very aware, right? Very like there isn't anything right now extraneously. I think it's a good idea, especially with, Saturn going direct and everything like that. And I know that there's going to be there's more of a contraction energy until January will be more of an expansion energy, especially that all of the planets will really be in their full. When we say a planet's going forward, it means it's making its way there, right? And there's a post shadow and everything like that. So, I was just listening to Cam White. He's one of my favorite astrologers, very logical, and he just talks about, the Venus transit. He really put a lot of effort into it and explained it really well. And it's like, with Venus going in retrograde, it can be good things for certain signs and bad things, not bad things, but things for other signs. But all of us are going to be definitely feeling, this Venus in Capricorn retrograde. But then when she... it happens like it's early January, there'll be a shift in the energy and everything will kind of release. So it's just, I guess I'm talking about this like, as far as this tigress status is just like I feel like it's being on top of things. Let's go ahead and get just a little bit of tarot on that to clarify tiger. It's good. Yeah, defensive. Wow. Talk about defensive and defensive. A 7 of Wands and a 7 of Wands. Yeah. Like, I'm going to keep what's mine at all costs. I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to gamble it. I'm not going to this, that, and the other. I'm not going to give it, right? What's mine is mine right now. Every penny that I can get is what I'm going to use. And I feel like also it's like I'm going to use my money. I don't feel like this is like a 4 of Pentacles, like save, 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 being miserly. I feel like this is like offensive and defensive, investing in yourself, but not letting anybody take anything from you. Wow, that's really intense energy right there, Cappies. I like it. What's blocking your financial flow? Excuse me, getting sick for this, Cappy. Oh. There's a fox. It did come out slightly wonky, like it wanted to be horizontal, but it was mostly in the upright. I'm getting vanity. Optics, what people think of you. Or is this a person? I'm going to get some clarity on this. Is this another person left? Because I feel like I've been setting intentions that these are personal, but another one came out. Left, another person. Left. It's another person. Love is all around. Yeah, with Nightingale. This is someone that's in your vicinity. I say vicinity, but so this is a person that is very cognizant of their looks and so you might be sharing, you may be, that's why you're defensive. you're sharing funds, or this person has access. This could be a child, this could be a spouse, this could be a boyfriend, girlfriend. There's someone that has access to you, and it wanted to be halfway down. Like, you don't know if they're good, you don't know if they're bad, you don't know whether you can trust them or not. So that's why you're on the defensive. I like it. It's good. I'm surprised. This is the second one out of, I only have 2 more to go, that's come up that it's been a separate person. Very interesting. Can I get any more tarot on what's blocking financial flow? And this is because you are such on the defense that you might not be looking at or seeing other opportunities that are coming your way, possibly because you're so worried about what this person's going to do or not going to do. Oh, yeah. Got healing in reverse, and that fell right on top of this box. This person, can we say, in the South, bless their hearts. In tarot, our spiritual community, we say they need a lot of healing. This person needs a lot of healing. Healing around their ego, healing around their optics, healing around, and I feel like you're saying, I feel like you're being the person that's saying, I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not the one that's going to take care of that for you. You're going to have to take care of yourself. You can't have any of my energy. You can't have any of my awesome spirit. It saddens you to make this decision. There's a 5 of Cups. There was some emotional whatever, you know what I mean? But you're just saying, you're being on the defensive, and you're like, yeah, no, I'm not going to give. I'm not going to give anybody my energy. I can feel, I'm like, can you see me getting in your, I'm like, I feel like I'm talking, I don't even have this type of person in my energy. And I'm like, I totally understand. Like, you're like, yeah, I can't do it. Look at that. Where did the other, I shuffled. Yeah, the Emperor with Judgment in reverse. Yeah, they're in a bad karmic cycle. You don't want to get sucked up into that. Sorry, I'm really thirsty right now. My throat's really been, pardon me. I'm digging having a Brita so much. It's those little things we take for granted, right? Okay. So, that's really interesting. Again, you're the second zodiac that I've had that somebody's, well, because you're blocking your financial flow, right? Because you are in the defensive. So it's not saying that they are necessarily taking from you, but it's because they're taking energy, right? They're zapping up energy. Yeah, okay. They're zapping your energy that you could be putting in creatively, but it's just one more thing that you have to guard against, is not getting taken advantage of. What are my core beliefs about money? Powerhouse. I love that. Talk about Cappy. And Cappy is a feminine energy out of all of the zodiacs. There's 6 that are feminine, 6 are masculine. A lot of people think that feminines or Capricorns are feminine, or excuse me, are masculine, because they are a cardinal sign and they do take the reins, right? And yeah, horse pun all intended. Money is power to you. Yeah, money is power. Money is freedom. Freedom is yours. Horse definitely equals power and freedom. You see money as a powerhouse, a way for you to power through things, to have power possibly, but also in more than anything, you see it as freedom. Wow, I like that. I mean, it's very Capricornian. That's not a Capricornian. Very Cappy. It's very Cappy. Can you expound any more on the Capricorn? Yeah, it gives you options. Wow, look at that. Cappy, I love, this is so Cappy. Okay, we're going to stick with that. It gives you options, and then we have a 10 of Swords in reverse. It heals. Money heals. And I don't think that Capricorn is talking, because we've got all of these cups here, right? Emotionally, it gives you options. It frees you up emotionally because it gives you opportunities, right? We can't be creative. We can't dream big when we're constantly in survival mode. But you also see it as like, you know what? It's a lot easier to get over somebody when you have the funds to move out of the house instead of having to stay there with them for 5 or 6 months because you don't want to be with them, but you can't afford to leave, right? That's that 10 of Swords in reverse. Cappy, I love it. I'm really, really digging it. I'm like, that's my kind of Cappy right there. Here we have changes to be made. Changes to be made that need to be made in order to improve your financial status. Wow. So I'm going to go with mindset here. This is really, I'm like, oh, is this have to do with this other person? Now all of a sudden I feel like, is this other person? I feel like they wanted to be, okay, yeah, nothing is wasted. This is this other person. This isn't changes to be, I'm like, this isn't your energy at all. This person is really like, Rabbit is nervous, but very like, very nimble. Like, so Fox is supposed to be nimble. Yeah, this person is like the opposite. It's like, the eagle's gonna eat me. Like, this is negative thinking, feeling like a failure, and very, very unpredictable. This is all like no bueno. That's this other person. This is the energy that they bring to your finances. What these are the, yeah, this is what, these are the what changes need to be made is you need to get away from this energy, because this is how they feel about money. And when you are vibrating at a different, you know what I mean? Like you're just never going to get on the same page. And this is a lot of really, really low vibrational energy. I'm not going to lie. And I say low vibration because it's, I mean, it's really, it's very palpable, right? And when somebody feels like they're a failure, and then you have this over high anxiety, neuroticism around money, and you're attached to that, and then someone, you never know if they're going to spend it, or if they're going to save it, or if they're going to yell at you for spending it, or, yeah, I'm just getting that, like, this person's really, really irresponsible and unreliable, and you don't know when they're going to snap, you don't know when they're going to bolt, and you don't know when they're going to play the victim, right? Yeah, I feel like this is the other energy that you're dealing with for sure. And you're like, money heals and it gives me options. And they're like, yeah, no, I don't even like it. And that all had to come out with the animal. And we have vulture here on the bottom. Like, you know, this is a lesson for you, Capricorn, is to realize how much people's energy can encroach on, and even though they may not be doing something like physically to you, their energy and how they operate can definitely seep into your abundance, your thought process, and your abundance motivation that you have to keep yourself going, right? So just being really aware of that. So I'm going to go, what are Capricorn's core beliefs around money? That's too many. I got Firefly, that flipped up. Lamb in the upright is what behind the weirs. Innocent or whatever. You're not innocent around money. You know your way around it. But there's still this genteel spirit around it. Again, I don't feel like you have that hard grasp that like it's never going to go. Like, but I feel like you're very practical about it, where maybe someone in the upright is kind of like, I just moved out of my parents' house in college and I don't know what a credit card, you know what I mean? It's like you've been around the block. You're not naive. You're not naive about money, nor should you be. One of your core beliefs there. Let's go ahead and get a little tarot. Yeah, I knew that energy didn't feel right. Ace of Swords. Yeah, truth. You know the truth about money, and look at that. It's like, you know, it comes in, it comes out. You know that money is an energy. You know that if you also, this is very karmic for me, that what you put in is what you put out. You know, if you tip people right, you'll get that money back somewhere on the back end. You have a very good understanding of what comes in must go out if you conduct yourself in a good way, right? And you're not trying to manipulate people or whatever, things will happen. That's why I feel like this is clarity. You are very, very clear on how the ways of the world around money. I love these two energies for you, Cappy. Yeah, again, I knew that wasn't you. Okay. And that I went back to the core beliefs. You said there's power. Oh no, changes to be made for financial status. Yeah, I feel like this is the same. Sorry, I jumped the question. I didn't say the right question, but this was the intention. Is the changes that need to be made to improve your financial status is to have clarity, to be truthful, right? To have those understandings. The Lamb here is like not to be naive about it, like not to be put yourself in a situation where, you know what I mean? Yeah, just being clear, being concise, being honest with yourself, putting things, you know, down in paper, making goals. Like these are the changes that you can definitely make, but I feel like you're very much there. I think also that it's just what you really need to be truthful about to yourself is that you are very affected, and your finances are being affected by having to ward off or have to protect your money or your finances or your resources from another person that's in your vicinity. All right. And what's the final outcome or advice? Okay, what's the final outcome if nothing changes? You're still gonna, I'm like, I feel like this is the other person. Sorry, yeah, this is the other person. Yeah. I feel like this person, I'm sorry, I just like, I get a very, like, I'm getting a very elk in reverse, honestly. Like, you're going to do the right thing. Like, things will be honorable, things will be fair, things will go out. What's the final outcome if you don't do anything? Things will be on the up and up, but like, honestly, like, that's if I were just to take this for you, but I feel like this is the other person. I feel like you're having to like, this is a very masculine energy that is like that Call of Duty, like that musky, like that they like to piss on you, like put their mark their territory around you. Like if nothing happens, you're still gonna have to deal with this energy. But I feel like they're following you around like you're in heat or something, or like yeah, that's what it is. They like your root center, your money making, your creativity center. This person's very attracted to it, and they want a piece of it. They want a piece of it. They're going to be on like they're like I said, like a cat in heat. And I'm talking about feminine, masculine. This could be you, masculine. You've got an idea, and you've got a feminine that is on your jock, right? Like just really, really insecure about money, can't take care of their own or anything like that, and looking to you. Like you're the person that's going to turn everything on for them, and right? Like I don't like that energy. Because then I've got whale, and I feel like this is more the Capricorn is like the okay, I'm gonna get so final outcome for the Cappy. One more, please. Yeah, we've got this elephant in reverse, feeling like you can't move through obstacles, which means it's kind of like the elephant that gets staked at the circus. They stake this huge elephant on this huge stake into the ground. The elephant could tear it out. Well, it couldn't, but, you know, they have this huge stake on it or whatever, and so the elephant tries and tries and tries. It can't go away, but then they end up just eventually, like, cutting the tie, and the elephant stays there because it's just like, I tried before, and I couldn't do it, and they never realize that they're no longer tied to the stake, and they just stay there, right? Doesn't that sound like somebody staying in a relationship? Like it's like somebody just settling and saying, okay, I guess this is what my reality is, and I don't feel like I can get out of this situation, and it's going to just perpetuate yourself, and you're just going to feel worse and worse about yourself, right? And it's going to be, and then it'll be like more of blaming the external, and we get like bitter and all this other stuff. If you stay in this situation, you're going to feel like you can't move out of it. So you need to start making a plan. What's the advice? Let's get some animal advice. I'm going to get animal advice for my Capricorn, and then we'll get one for the other person, since they keep inserting themselves into this reading. Okay, for my cat, let spirit be your guide. Yeah, intuition, but also this is like, you know, this is hawk energy. This is getting maybe phone calls or texts or prompts, like physical prompts in the world, because birds are messengers, right? If I was going to say eagle, I was like, listen to your dreams, listen to the whispers. This is more, you're going to be prompted and where to go and how to do the right thing by spirit, and letting spirit and the universe be your guide on this. And let's get an energy for this other person. I like that a lot. I don't usually get that off that card, but I like it. The other person, yeah, they need to know their worth, their own worth. They can't find their worth, skunk spirit, and go like spraying and projecting all their other insecurities onto other people because they can't handle their own business. Yeah, for sure. All right, and then this wanted to fall out. Slow and steady wins the race, Cappies. Sometimes we can get really, really impatient and want everything to happen at once. It's okay, just making one step at a time, right? How do you eat the elephant? One bite at a time. All right, I love you so much. We'll see you next time, Cappy. Bye.